welcome to the rebuild portion of your fall reset. So what we have in store for you is a HIIT workout, which stands HIIT is high interval intensity training. This is going to include some low impact exercises. They're going to be great for building stamina, and then we're also going to have a really nice cool down for flexibility. We want to do each of these exercises for intervals. So you might do 15 seconds or 30 seconds or 45 seconds depending on your level of ability, and then build up from there. So we're just going to do 15 seconds, and then you can certainly go back and redo these 2 or 3 times if you wish, or you can do them for longer. You want to take about 10-second breaks in between each exercise just to give your body a chance to recalibrate. The body is designed to go and do and take action, but it's also designed for rest. So we really want to respect that model, that design, that way of being for good balance. So we're going to start with just a couple of nice warm-ups. First one is neck rolls. So you can do this seated or standing. This practice really was designed for some clients of mine that have trouble with mobility, so it can really be a nice practice for you to keep in your toolkit for life. So sitting up nice and tall, just going to drop the chin down and then just roll the chin along the collarbone in one of the directions. Maybe go to the right and then just drop your right ear toward your right shoulder. Listen to your body. So if you're feeling inclined to turn the nose up to the sky or down toward the floor, listen to whatever your connective tissue, whatever your fascia is telling you. It holds a story. So you want to validate the body by listening to it and offering it whatever it needs for balance. Eventually you might find your way back towards center, and then just trace the other collarbone. Go in the other direction. Give your neck a chance to work out whatever kinks are in there. You might turn your nose up or down depending on, or in circles, depending on what your body needs, what wisdom it holds. And eventually coming back to center. Good, and then just some circles. So we're just going to bring the shoulders up and then swing them back. We tend to spend a lot of time during the day rounding our chest forward. This shortens the muscles on the anterior side of the chest. So it's nice to open those up as the body kind of catches on to what it's doing. The mobility might increase. Maybe you want to take the arms along with the shoulders, kind of like you're doing the backstroke. Good. There might be some crunching. It's okay. Take it slow. And then we'll go the other way. So now I guess this would be the breaststroke. I wasn't really a swimmer, but taking the shoulders forward. The arms might go along for the ride. Good. All right, and then we're going to come up to standing. And we're going to start these intervals. So I'm just going to count to 15 in my head, but you could certainly count to 30 and then jump on to the next exercise, pausing the video as you go. But we'll just do 15 seconds just for the sake of moving through this at least one time. Okay, so we're going to start by jogging in place. So here we go. 1, 2, I'm going to count on my fingers as I talk. Feel free to go as bigger movements or smaller movements. Just work to your capacity. So you can bring your knees up higher if you like. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's take a couple breaths. Usually 2 or 3 breaths is the equivalent of those 10 seconds that we need, especially as the heart rate is going. The breath gets a little bit faster anyway. And then from here we'll do jumping jacks. So you can do low impact jumping jacks by lifting one leg at a time, or you can do the traditional jumping jacks that we all probably know from gym class. So just again, work to your capacity. Here we go. 1, 2, I'm just counting seconds, not the number of jumping jacks. 5, 6, 7, 8, you can go faster if you want, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Take a breather. So these next ones, while you're breathing, catching your breath, I like to call these skater or curtsy lunges. So you're going to take one leg and kind of sweep it behind you like you're doing a curtsy. Okay. I have a rolled up mat there. So that's what we're doing, okay? All right, so let's do them together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and you can certainly go faster if you want to. 5, 6, 7, just be mindful of your joints. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good, catch a couple breaths. And now we're going to move on to lower body. So that was kind of more like total body cardio. So now the lower body, we're going to do squats with kickbacks. So we're going to squat down again as deep as you want. And then when you come up, you're going to kick back. So squatting down and then kicking back like there's a door behind you and you're kicking it open. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have a stopwatch. Just keep going. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That was my dad. 13, 14, and 15. Good job. Good, and then we're going to do side kicks. So we're going to lean over to one side, lift up one leg, and then kick it. You want to keep your foot so that it's parallel like to the wall. So the toes are facing forward. We're going to just do about 15 seconds on each side. So here we go. 1, and you can kick as many times as you want. If you find that you need to, you can even just hold your leg up there. Feel free to use a chair or a wall for balance. 6, 7, 8, 9, so good for the glutes. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew. And we'll do the other side. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kind of lock that knee up and load it and kick it. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good job. Okay. So now we're going to go to upper body. So you could certainly do this with weights, or if you have a couple of soup cans or water bottles, you can use that. So we're going to start with bicep curls. Just take a deep breath. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. So the next one is the reverse fly. So we're going to hinge forward, take the arms out front, kind of like you're the Incredible Hulk. And you're going to hold weights if you want to use them. Maybe 5 pounds or just a couple pounds is enough. We're going to reach back through the elbows. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. You could probably use a light resistance band between your hands too. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. And again, you can repeat these exercises as a couple of rounds if you wish. The next one is the tricep press. So we're just going to take our hands to our sides and we're just going to press back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Couple nice deep breaths here. All right, on to block number 3. So this one is kind of more cardio, also focusing on the core. So we're going to lay down on our mat for these ones. 3 exercises. We're going to do alternate single knee crunch, and then alternate single leg lift or scissor kicks, and then roll-ups. So we'll start with the single knee crunches. So laying on the back. You can certainly put a blanket under your head or your neck if you need to. Always give yourself the support you need. All right, so we're going to pull the right knee toward the chest. I like to lift my head up off of the floor and really anchor through my abdominals. Pulling the right knee forward and stretching the left leg long. I know you can't quite see in the video, but I'm keeping my straight leg foot off the ground, just maybe 6 inches or so. So pulling the right knee in and then switching. Press through the heel of the right leg and pull the left knee in. Okay, here we go. And you can go as fast as you want to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, really anchor through the abs. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good, and then just relax for a few moments. And the next one is going to be the scissor kicks. So alternating the legs, but this time the legs will be straight. One's going to come up kind of over the hips, while the other one stretches down toward the floor, just kind of hovering off the floor if you can. And then you just kick the other way. And again, I like to lift my face kind of up, lift up off of my shoulders so that I'm really anchoring into my core, which is really like drop your belly or anchor your belly toward your spine and anchor your spine toward the mat, so it kind of imprints. Okay, and as you do that, it's easier to lift up through the kind of extremities. So one leg comes up, press through the ball of the foot, and then the other leg is down and I'm just hovering it off the floor. So here we go. Straight legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The drishti or the focal point could be the navel center. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I feel like I lost count or counted in a funny way, so if I did, I'm sorry. The next and last one of this core block is roll-ups. Also, you could call this sit-ups if you wish. Okay? So here we go, as many as we can in 15 seconds, okay? You can have knees bent, feet flat on the floor, or if you'd rather, straighten out your legs and just kind of zip them together and anchor them to the ground. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just counting seconds. Get as many in as you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just get up there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's do one more. Strong finish. Awesome. So finally, a little yoga melt just a few breaths in each pose. We're going to do a lunge on both sides and then just a standing forward fold. A lunge should be familiar to you as we've done this in the yoga practice, but step 1 foot forward. You might do your right foot, and then your back knee can be down, or you can take a high lunge if you wish. You can place your forearms on your knee, or if you have really open, bendable hips, walk your right foot out a little bit and put your hands in the same line as your foot, and then just melt down into the hips. And you can even let your right knee kind of splay out, let the sole of your right foot peel up away from the floor, breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Just let the body melt. You've created a lot of heat and energy. So just let that heat melt the tissues, melt the body. Just like heat melts chocolate or butter. Another couple of breaths here. Always giving yourself permission to move your body in any way that's going to make more space for your breath. And then when you're ready, you just send that leg back and take the other side. Lots of ways to do a lunge. Again, you can have your arms on your knee or your thigh, or your hands on the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, melting into the hips as you exhale. Breathe and send the breath into those spaces where you feel tension or any resistance. And as you exhale, just clear it out like you're sweeping out your house, fluffing out a blanket. Let the breath be like opening up the windows and just airing it out. Complete. Go ahead and come on out, and we'll do a forward fold. I think I said standing forward fold, but we can also do a seated forward fold. So sit with the legs out straight. Move your cheeks away from your sit bones. If you need, you could sit up on a blanket or a cushion. And as we're moving into a forward fold, we want to lift our tailbone up behind us, so it's almost as though we feel like we're going into a back bend of sorts, but then we pour ourselves forward. And you can bend the knees. Just let the knees be soft so that the spine can be long. Breathing in and lengthening the spine. Feel free to reach forward if it feels good. You can place your hands on the ground and kind of use that gripping feeling from the palms into the mat, and stretch the spine long, and then as you exhale, pour yourself forward. For your shins or your ankle or even your feet if you have access to them. Breathing in and kind of drawing back against whatever your hands are touching. Lengthen up out of the pose a bit, and then as you exhale, fold back into it, and then just round your back, drop your head. Breathing here. Feel the breath rising kind of in the cave of the belly. Rounds of breath here. In a forward fold, it starts to signal to the nervous system to calm, to slow, to regulate. A nice way to balance the practice that we've done. And then we'll lift ourselves back up. And then just come on back to a seat. Take a moment to move back into those neck circles that we did. Drop the chin to the chest. Roll the neck over to one side. Take your time. Exhale, drop your chin back down toward the chest. Roll over to the other side. Big deep breath here. Exhale, chin to the chest again. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. You might bring your hands up to heart center or just place your hands on your heart. And just take a moment to give thanks for this body, this vessel of intelligence and beauty. Thanks for the time and space that you've had to take care of yourself today. Anything else that you feel grateful for. Have a beautiful day.